Hey,
And
Curt.
that's me running to the door.
How are you, brother? Good to see you.
Hate lies, live true.
And today we're with Curt Marsh in Everett, Washington. Curt, thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure. We talked about this for a little bit. Maybe I can call Mike Lude.
Yeah, call him right now, actually. Did you like Mike Lowe? Did you guys have a good
I loved him.
relationship?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's great.
Yeah, matter of fact.
Yeah, call him, tell him what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, don't forget your
I would love to
introduction,
talk
okay?
to him.
Okay.
Should we do it after this?
Well, we can give it a shot as we go here.
We'll call Mike.
Yeah, let's give him a quick. Are we rolling?
We are.
Okay, let's give him a quick call before we do the intro.
Mm-hmm.
He usually picks up, so we always bet how many rings. He's 98.
Yeah, you told me that.
Okay.
He's a one-ring guy.
He's
yeah.
a one-ring guy. He's not expecting it, okay? Now, he might be 10 o'clock. He might be doing his workouts, so we have no guarantees here. But for the record, we were calling a 98-year-old ex-Marine, one of the greatest athletic directors in the history of the University of Washington.
History of the NCAA.
History of the NCAA. We got him on speakerphone. Let's see how we do here.
Maybe he's not there.
Jimmy,
Mr. Mr. Lude, you're on live, okay? And I'm sitting with Curt Marsh.
well, hello, Kurt.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Lude? So wonderful to hear your voice.
It's fine. It's good to hear your voice, young man.
Yep, yours too. And I'm glad yours.
All right.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on the phone. I think about you every once in a while, Mike.
Anytime that Jimmy Rogers calls, I pick up, and I know that there's going to be a surprise.
Well, I was bragging how I've got this friend, this 98-year-old ex-Marine who's the greatest athletic director in the world. And I say, you can call this guy, and he will pick up the phone within a few rings, and here you are. And I thought the only reason that Mr. Lude won't pick up right away is if he's working out.
That's right.
So I asked Curt, I said, did you have a good relationship with Mr. Lude? And he said, I love Mr. Lude. And I said, let's call him. So,
Well, I love Kurt, too.
Yeah, and
At one time, Kurt and I had a timeshare in the same building down at Ocean Shores.
Yep, the best timeshare I've ever owned.
So, anyway, how are you doing, Kurt?
We're doing great. I've got 3 grandkids. My wife and I are getting our 40th wedding anniversary this year. I'm retired, but Pam is like a year or 2 away, and so I'm looking forward to more time with her. So things actually are great. Physically, I struggle, but I fight through it. I've got some good doctors. But other than that, little physical stuff, my life is diamonds.
Well, I know your physical situation, and I admire and respect you the way you handle it.
I appreciate that. Really, I do. That means a lot to me.
You're sure welcome, and to have a friend like Rogers around, to hang on to that guy. He currently is making more contacts than you can imagine.
That's fantastic. Mike, I'll tell you what, thinking back now that I'm older and know how things work, I had an extremely positive experience, and that culminated in my senior year being just a dream come true. And I know now that things happen because people on the top set a course and give you the tools to accomplish those things. And you, Don, and Gertrude, I couldn't have created a better leadership team for me and hundreds, thousands of young athletes that went through there.
Oh, thank you.
It's the truth.
I want you to know when you mentioned Gertrude and Don, we all worked together for almost 16 years
Wow.
and never had a crossword or a fight.
Doesn't surprise me. Well, I'm surprised Don didn't yell at you once or twice.
No, never.
Yeah.
And he would tell his assistant coaches, you leave the old guy in the corner office alone. He and I will handle things together. And he often said to me, Mike, you run the athletic department and I'll run the football.
Yeah. Well, if he's the dog father, you're the godfather.
Amen.
Oh, well, it was a great relationship.
That-
I'll often tell people I worked with a football coach for 20 years. We never had a fight. He not only was the football coach, but he was my best friend.
Yeah. I miss him. I missed him too. We used to talk every once in a while, and he was so, and his wife was such an encouraging woman. And
Yes.
once I was done, Don became more of a friend to me than he was a coach.
And Curt,
Well, of course.
at one of your
Of course.
one of your surgeries, wasn't Don and Carol the first people to show up? At
They
the
were,
hospital?
and they every time I had surgery, the back surgery at the UW, she would bring in cookies, homemade cookies, and there they were. I had just had my leg cut off, and feeling, kind of all mixed up, and going through some grieving, and they're the first two through the door, and they had this big plate of cookies. So it was awesome.